Hello, my name's Mel and you're watching Growing Together. Today's video is another book recommendations video. So I have two books that I want to show you. I think that I have shown you guys in the past a book that I was really excited about, which came from the Little People Big Dreams collection, which I will have a little logo up somewhere here. And I have now got two more from that collection. So I really want to show them to you because they're similarly as beautiful and interesting as the Jane Austen one that I showed you. The first of these is David Bowie. So I'm just going to read the back to you because it gives you a bit more of an idea of what the point of these books are. Discover the lives of outstanding people, from designers and artists to scientists. All of them achieved incredible things, yet each began life as a child with a dream. David Bowie was a star man from the very beginning. From excelling in dance and music at school to starting his very first band, David always broke the mold. As an adult, he became one of the most celebrated musicians and magical performers around, consistently dazzling audiences with his talent, costumes, and stage presence. This inspiring story of the musical legend's life features the facts and photo sections at the back. As it says, it gives you a little bit of a story about his life. I think the artwork is beautiful. Just so nice to look at, bright, reasonably minimalistic, but really just engaging and lovely. And it's a picture book, so it tells the story in quite a nice, simplistic way, but very enjoyable for children. And like it said, it's got a bit more facts about David Bowie with some actual images of David Bowie in the back. So I just think that's a really lovely idea. I really like the idea of exploring famous people and exploring why they're famous and what their lives have been like. I think that's a really great way of showing children that they can aspire to things like being a musician or whatever it might be, and that because that person was just an ordinary kid who had ordinary interest in things and ordinary hopes and dreams, and they could go on to be a famous rock star, or, as the example in the next book, a famous inventor. So this next book is about Alan Turing. So it tells the story of, again, Alan's life, starting out with him going to boarding school. And this one is actually quite sad. I think it's done reasonably well. I wouldn't say that it's done amazingly well, but I definitely think that it's done reasonably well because it does touch on the horrific way that Alan Turing was treated by his own government. Despite being a war hero and being an amazing inventor and mathematician, he was treated appallingly. He was chemically castrated by his government because he was gay. He's since been absolved of the criminal act of being gay, but that doesn't change the fact that he basically died as a result of this situation. And that's a pretty big thing for kids, really. So I think they did touch on it as well as, I mean, they could realistically do, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't go as far as it could. It says, tragically, Alan became the victim of an unfair law against gay people. He lost his job and was forced to take a strange treatment that made him feel very sad. It took more than 50 years for the British government to apologise for treating Alan and thousands of gay people so terribly. They showed great courage by being themselves in a time of great prejudice. So I do think that it touches on the situation. It certainly doesn't shy away from saying specifically what it was that he was treated that way for and what it was that happened, and that it was the government that did it. But I still think that it could give more information. I do think that children aren't as incapable of understanding things as we would imagine that they are, and that children can be told some quite difficult things without fear of it being harmful to them. However, because this is a very difficult subject that a lot of parents might feel very nervous about talking about, I do think they handled it in a really non-confrontational way, which worked well for what it was trying to do. So I just think these books, and like I said, the Jane Austen book, which I do have, which I've shown you before, which is in a different room, I just think these are beautiful, and I really love what they're doing. I love the idea behind them, and I'm definitely going to continue collecting these books. So these are two more from that collection that I wanted to show you. So that's it for today. A nice, quick, straightforward video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it interesting and valuable. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Comment in the comments on anything that you would like to talk about, and please do find me over on Twitter if you'd like to discuss anything to do with parenting or raising children, or get more suggestions for kids books. The information for that is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you like this video and you'd like to see more from me, and I will see you later.